Hello everyone, my name's Beck and I'm a third year student nurse in Western Australia. If you don't know me, what are you doing with your life? Look at the rest of my videos. Get to know me, because this is not the video to get to know me. Excuse me, you've got to sell yourself a little, okay? For those of you who don't know, this is Owen, my fiance. He is going to feature in this video today. As you would have seen by the title, today we are doing a teaching my fiance how to do my vital signs video. So I am not gonna lie, Owen knows a little bit.
A little bit, but oh well, I'm not a nurse.
He's very smart and very switched on, and I've taught him how to do my blood pressure before. So I'm gonna run through all the equipment that I have. If you haven't seen my what's in my nursing kit video, go check that out. I'll leave a card there, I think. I'm gonna run through my little equipment, get him to have a look, see if he knows the correct names for it, and then do my vital signs. So I'm gonna assess what he knows first, and then I'm gonna do, I'll teach him and I'll get to know him. Get to know him? Well,
I hope you know me by now, but okay.
I will teach him and he will be able to do anyone's vital signs that walks in the door, won't you?
Make a nurse out of me yet.
I'll start off with the easy stuff. So let's just show you first. There you go. So everyone, I'm sure, knows what this is called. What's it called?
Is it a pregnancy test? No, that one's a thermometer. I know that one. That's easy. I know what this is, but I'm drawing blanks right now. It is a... Why have I forgotten this? I know what this is. Tourniquet.
Yes, yeah, tourniquet.
I have one in the car.
Yeah, like I've said in like a few of my other videos, my mum got us all tourniquets because we like to surf and live right near a beach. So in Australia there's lots of shark attacks. So if we ever...
She means all. I've got one in my car, her car.
Yeah, literally.
There's two hanging up upstairs.
We have one on our washing line and I was doing a video once, so I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so trust the old tourniquet in case we get bitten by a shark. Yeah.
So let's go. Heart rate pump. I don't know what the technical term is for it. I wouldn't have a clue.
What do you do for it? What does it do?
It pumps.
What measurement does it give you? Like, what does it measure?
Your blood pressure.
Yeah.
The blood pressure pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I'll say heart rate pump.
Yeah.
Same.
Technical word, I can't even say it, so I don't expect you to, but it's a sphygmometer.
Sphygmometer.
Yeah, sphygmometer. So we'll get to that one. That's going to be the best one to do.
Are we using those for checking someone's blood pressure?
No! This is another thing.
Oh, isn't that for checking your kidneys or your liver function or whatever?
How?
You piss in a cup and put that in?
Yeah. Urinalysis.
There, urinalysis.
I'll show everyone.
I reckon this is going to be for doing blood sugar.
Oh, I'm so proud right now. Only because when I first did my first year,
I got a lot of holes in my fingers. That's okay.
I was so excited, and Owen's sweaty, so I was always worried that he had some form of diabetes. Yeah.
I'm all good.
He's all good. He doesn't have diabetes. All right.
I couldn't tell you what this is called, but I know it checks your pulse and oxygen levels.
Yes, correct. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Do you know the technical name?
No, I do not. Pulse oximeter.
Oximeter. Oximeter.
No, okay.
It's not oximeter, it's oximeter, but pass. Okay, that's pretty much it. That wasn't as interesting as I thought. So this is an obs chart, so Owen is going to attempt to record my obs.
I've never seen one of these in my life.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun.
I don't even like looking at weld procedures at work, I just weld.
So you can do this. So first you've got to do my respiratory rate.
So your breath rate?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I need to count for 15 seconds as a minimum. How many times you read? And we'll start now. You're breathing really weird now that someone's counting your breath.
Good observation. First thing they teach you in first year. You don't tell them when you're doing their respiratory rate.
15. 6 times 4. 24. 24 a minute.
Alright. Put it on the chart.
Put it on the chart.
I'm actually quite impressed that you remember that you have to do it for a minute.
Yeah, 24.
Yep. Alright, next one is my oxygen saturation.
Well then, I know how to do this one. Alan, give us a digit. 86 pulse and 98% SpO2%. I do not know what that means, but it tells me 98. What?
I'm just making it so you can see it.
Yeah. So what does the SpO2 mean? I have no idea.
Well, what are you checking?
Well, I know it's oxygen, but
Yeah.
what do the numbers mean is what I'm trying to figure out.
It's basically oxygen percentage. That's all. So I've got 98% oxygen.
So yeah, it's just confused me because I know that in the air there's only actually roughly, in an average place, 20.9% oxygen in the air.
Smart ass knows stuff.
Heart rate is 77. 76. I must calm you down. Okay, so we're at 98 oxygen saturation percent, flow rate, litres a minute. What's that?
So if someone's on oxygen, you put in like 2 litres, 4 litres of nasal prongs or Hudson mask.
So I'm just chucking 20.9% because you're breathing normal oxygen?
No, you just put RA for room air.
Now we need to check your blood pressure.
Okay.
Can I have a stethoscope, please? A blood pressure pump and a clock. Actually, I have my watch, so that is suffice. Arm out, please.
Damn, it's already like
Too tight? Tight enough?
That's fine.
That's fine. It's a beauty. Alright, so first I'm going to check her pulse rate. Oh, we've already got that, but I'll just double check it anyway. I need to. Okay. Nope. Okay, we're going to find her pulse. Here we go. Found her pulse. Okay, 20 times 4 is 100. Legit, your heart rate just went dong 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 dong.
Probably because you started doing things wrong.
Hey, I got it right. I got your pulse, didn't I? But that's sort of... No, that's actually way higher than it was before. You're starting at 100. I don't think that's correct. Where's the oximeter, please? Oximeter. We're going to leave the oximeter on her. Keep an eye on her pulse because it's a bit weird. Nurse Owen over here knows what's up.
Nurse Owen.
Alright, so once we get a pulse... $113.
Okay, calm down.
There you go. Okay. I'll let you put your hand on my leg if that makes you feel more comfortable in the setting. 81. Now we're talking. Okay, you relax. So now what I remember is I need to put my Dubalaki on. I'm just going to do a test, make sure I can. It really sounds like your veins are struggling. How do you hear anything through this thing? This is where I've had no practice.
Ow!
What?
You pushed it down pretty hard.
Really?
One eternity later.
I can't find her pulse. As far as I'm aware, what I need to do is I need to find her pulse and I need to pump this until I stop hearing her pulse and then release it until I can hear her pulse again. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I cannot seem to find her pulse.
This is killing me. You don't even pump the pulse.
Why not?
You're getting confused.
Okay, apparently I'm getting pretty confused. Well, then I'm lost and I need guidance.
You right? Just do this and pump it up. And then keep going from there. Just hold it there, yep, perfect, and then pump it up from there. I'll assist by holding this. Good.
There's too much background noise going on. I cannot decipher what's your pulse and what's movement.
Okay, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to run you through it. What you need to be doing, you can't feel the pulse beforehand. You can feel it, you can palpate it. I can feel it right now. But what you're remembering is when I taught you to do the radial pulse, and what you do is you pump it up. You pump it up until you can't feel my pulse anymore. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
so that's step one. Yeah, that's what you were thinking. So I'll borrow that. So feel my radial pulse. So now you pump it until you can't feel it anymore. You shouldn't be able to feel it anymore now. So now that you've pumped it up until you can't feel it, let it go completely.
Feel it now. At 100, 110, 105.
Yeah, that's fine. Let it go completely. That's only to show you how high to pump it. So that way, if you've got a little old lady who has a blood pressure of like 110, you're not pumping her up to 200 and almost destroying her arm, like my arm is almost destroyed. So the rule of thumb is when you stop feeling my pulse, so that was at 120 roughly.
110, yeah.
110, so you'd pump it up 30 more than that.
So you have to about 140.
Yeah, so you'd pump it to 140, then you start releasing. That's when the stethoscope gets involved. And you're feeling my brachial, so that's around here. So you usually do, yes, palpate this, and then so you can feel it, so I can feel mine here. So yeah, and then you pump it up to 140, and then you slowly start to release it, so it's nice and smooth and really slow, and then you'll hear it. You'll hear it coming probably at around 100, and then you'll keep hearing it. It'll go dun, 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 dun. When it's that last one that you don't hear it, like that you just hear the last time you hear it, that's the diastolic. So systolic is the top one, diastolic is the bottom
So
one.
to say like 110 over 70 or
Yeah,
something like that.
exactly.
97 over 60.
There you go.
It's very distinct.
Yeah.
And the gauge actually bounces.
Yeah. So when I first got taught by Mum, when she was doing her nursing, that's how she taught me how to do it, to watch when the gauge bounces.
Yeah.
I know another way you can actually do it is you can do it by holding the radial pulse, and you can feel it time in and time out.
Yeah.
I call it timing. I'm not very technical, I never have been and never will be. I've got to like get the blood supply back to my arm. I'll just show you.
Who needs a tourniquet? Just get a blood pressure pump.
Yeah, literally, if you're in an emergency situation. Yeah.
I better dot that down on my my charts. Blood pressure. It was
What's next?
temperature. Turn around. Just kidding. Alright, I'm gonna let your armpit up for me, please. I won't touch you with my. Alright, there you go.
What's the last one?
Consciousness, alert, voice, pain. Well, you're definitely responsive, so. I don't know about the alert. You definitely got a voice, and you are a bit of the pain, so. I think we can tick all those except for the unresponsive. She's great. What's your guess?
37.5.
35.8.
That thermometer's broken.
So on the temperature, I'm going to write not.
Not.
35.8. Check. Thermometer. Okay. Think quick. Okay, so she's not very alert. I'll put a cross in alert. Please, you want to tell me a little bit about yourself? What's your name?
My name's Beck,
Alright, where do you live?
in Mandurah,
And your date of birth, please.
12th of the 5th, 1997.
I think she's alert. I'm going to change that to a tick. And her voice seems to be good.
Ow.
Yep, she feels pain.
He's doing the ab poo right now, just so everyone's aware.
And can you do a poo for me, please? I have to check this ab poo. I have absolutely zero idea what I'm doing here, except I think I might have got the alertness right by asking her name and things. I don't know about the rest.
You missed. Have I passed you, Ryan? And my total ad score.
Well, have you got any ads in your videos yet?
No.
There's not much of a score for ads. I'm gonna put a cross through ad score. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with this chart, so I'm gonna hand over to her and let her teach me.
Okay.
But that was fun. I'll give you that much.
Respiratory rate, you did well. Apart from the fact that you told me that you were doing my rest rate, that's like the biggest no-no in nursing. What you're supposed to do is walk into the room, be like, hey, my name's Beck, I'm your nurse for today. I'm just gonna check your pulse. And what you do is you grab their arm, this is what we're talking. You grab your arm, feel their pulse, put it on their chest, like this. And then you just listen there with your watch. And what you're actually doing is you're doing 30 seconds of their pulse, 30 seconds of their breathing. So you can feel their breathing a lot better on their hands on their chest like that because it's rising and falling. And but they have no idea you're doing it. Yeah, exactly. As soon as you find out you're doing it, you just freak out no matter who you are. So that's fine. Normal ranges are 12 to 20. But you've definitely written that wrong.
I don't know what I'm supposed to write. Okay, where am I supposed to have written it?
There we go. So Owen's written here, even though there's a dot there previously, 24, but in the 30 to 36 range. So that's fun. Next one, oxygen was fine, except same thing. All you have to do is dot it. So if it's above 94, so normal ranges are 95 to 100. So if it's above 94, you just put a dot in there. The AD score is the total score, so it's called the Adult Deterioration Detection Scale. If it's a score above 8, it's a medical. Next one, heart rate was fine. Blood pressure, because that's 70. So you go 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's just like within, because yeah, it doesn't. A lot to interpretation. Yeah, but because it doesn't matter. If your pulse is 70 or 78, it doesn't matter. Okay, story of my life, the camera died again. I think we were up to blood pressure. Mr. Owen here. This is probably the worst that you did out of all of them. So here you're supposed to do like little arrows and then dot them. Owen just wrote it in the yellow column. So
you cannot mistake what your heart rate was or what your blood pressure was.
The temperature was fine, except you said check thermometer. You definitely don't do that. You literally just dot it. So, and then the pain score you didn't do. You just gave me the consciousness. Oh my gosh. So it's called AVPU. So it's alert to start with. Alert to voice, alert to pain, or unresponsive. So if you go into a patient's room and say, hi so-and-so, my name's Beck and I'll be a nurse, and they're like, oh hey, I'm completely fine. All you do is put a dot for alert.
You're testing if they're responsive to pain or responsive to noise or
voice. So that would be responsive to pain. And if they get a U, it's unresponsive. Just quickly before we sign out, I am going to show Owen how quick that it normally takes to do vitals and just the basics really quickly. I'm not going to do his respiratory rate because I've already explained that and he knows that I'm going to be doing that. So we're going to ignore the respiratory rate. Start with... I always start with the oximeter on first. I think that's the easiest one. I always like kind of walk into the room like, hey, how you going? My name's Beck. I'm just going to do a quick set of vitals. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. I'm just going to check your pulse quickly and then at the same time put the oximeter on. Just making sure you've got a pulse, making sure. The most important thing, I guess, if you go into a room with a patient who isn't as aware or as awake, is to double check their pulse quickly. This is like your baseline. If you have a pulse, you're alive. And if you don't have a radial pulse, that means your blood pressure is bad. Boo boo. If you've got a blood pressure of less than 90, you won't feel their pulse, and that can mean they're hypovolemic, they're losing fluids. That's pretty much anyway. Losing blood, losing fluids, bad, either or. So while that one is going, I would then also quickly do their temperature. Just lift up your arm down, please, thank you. While that is going, I would then do your blood pressure. So 77 pulse, 97 oxygen, perfect, thank you very much. See you later, alligator, don't forget your toilet paper. Put your
Probably wouldn't recommend throwing that away.
Put your wrist up for me. Don't have my...
The tricks of the trade, you see. I'm going to take her into the workshop next week.
And try to teach me how
to...
I'm going to be a boiler maker next week.
I've actually taught her how to weld before.
Yeah. Stopped at 130, so I'm going to pump it up to 160. I'm guessing your blood pressure is going to be 125 over 70. 125 over 65. Close. Just step down for me. Thank you. 36.2. Warmer than me.
Yeah, I'm not cold-hearted.
So, according to this, rests are fine because I didn't do them, but I can see that you're breathing normally. Oxygen was good, it was 97. Heart rate was 77, blood pressure was 125/65, temperature was 36.2, and you're alert. Done.
Bang ho, I'm healthy as a horse.
Healthy as a horse. Your blood pressure is actually perfect. So, I guess that's all for now. Do you want to learn anything else?
No, I think I'm sweet.
Alright, you've done well. No, you gotta go to the camera, you gotta go.
I thought that's what I did.
No. No, because you gotta cover it completely because you can still see me. I'm just enjoying you waking your head.